Home Minister Amit Shah is going to be going to Kheer Bhavani Temple today. He's going to be interacting and addressing panches and sarpanches. There you go. He is at Kheer Bhavani Temple already. We're getting those live visuals coming in right there. This is his visit to Jammu Kashmir, the first visit after the abrogation of Article 370. Home Minister Amit Shah, his third day right there in Jammu and Kashmir. The final leg of his trip of his 3-day visit to Jammu and Kashmir. At the moment, he's praying at the Kheer Bhavani Temple, as you can see. He's also going to be paying tributes to the soldiers of Pulwama. He's visited Kheer Bhavani Temple to offer prayers, as you can see on your screens at the moment. He's going to be then interacting and addressing sarpanches and panches. After that, he's going to be going to Lethpora to pay tribute to CRPF personnel who were killed in action in Pulwama in the year 2019. He's also going to be meeting a civil group at Raj Bhavan, so that's also on his agenda as far as his third day in the valley is concerned. Kamaljeet Sandhu is now joining us for the very latest. Kamaljeet, what are the concerns of the sarpanches and panches that Amit Shah is going to be addressing soon after this prayer gets over at the Kheer Bhavani Temple?
Well, today is the last leg of his final tour, a 3-day tour. And yes, today is also an outreach where he will be meeting several delegations, including that one of minorities. That will include Kashmiri Pandits as well as the Sikh delegation, besides the industry delegation here, those who are associated with tourism. But what is significant is that one, his visit there, he's wearing a pheran, he's going to the temple, and Kheer Bhavani Temple has a lot of meaning as far as Kashmiri Pandits is concerned. In the wake of recent violence where minorities and non-locals have been attacked, this is obviously a specific messaging of him going there, and the other part is obviously about the messaging when he went to the Gurudwara. Now later on, when he goes to SKICC, he has a day-long meeting where he's meeting delegations. But again, the panches and sarpanches have been elected some time ago, and it's also how they have been roped in, especially as developmental projects are concerned. They want more freedom. They want that there are issues which needs to be discussed. We've been talking about the central schemes implemented, considering that the UT itself is in central rule. The elections is still some time away. So they want a little more stronghold as far as decision making is concerned, about getting people's work is concerned, and those are the issues. Besides terror related, militancy related issues, there are issues of how they can carry forward the agenda of the government, how they can look into the development work. A lot of people feel that as far as the bureaucracy is concerned, not everybody is reachable. Things are very difficult for a common man here. So those are issues which need to be actually brought up. The other is how they've been staying in secure enclaves. Some of them have not gone back home because of terror-related threat, and that itself has been hampering their own performance and work. So all this will be brought to the fore when they speak to the Home Minister, considering that he's meeting civil society and various segments of people. But many are also asking whether something specific happen, or is this going to be mere symbolism and tokenism? Because remember, so far a lot of things have happened. There has been an escalation of violence, but what is important is the developmental issues. Now many projects have been announced.
I'm going to come back to you, Kamaljeet, on those issues as well. We have a blanket coverage going on, so Kamaljeet, continue to be with us.